Bit of a sloppy track here at Soldier Field. Still getting some of the wraparound rain bands of a low-pressure system that's hovered over Chicago the last couple of days. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Chicago Bears. Two teams here, each off to 1-0 starts as this one is underway on EA Sports. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Now 2nd and 6.
Derrick Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And this will be a Vikings first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They set up the screen for Henry. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Able to find his man, John Phillips. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. To throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 4th down, punt coming from Braden Mann. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Miles Sanders, first carry of the game. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
3 at the 15-yard line.
Back to throw here. That's complete to Mooney. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And this will be caught by Mooney. Not much there, only a yard. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
58 to Mike, 58 to Mike.
Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on third down. And third down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a fourth down.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10.
34-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. They're looking for Jefferson, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And a big return will get him all the way down to the 35.
And Brandon, the passing game for both of these teams is going to be affected as the game goes along. It's not looking like the rain's going to let up anytime soon. So that might mean a few more wobbly passes and wide receiver slips. And this one winds up getting intercepted.
They go play action here on first down. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Footing likely going to be an issue all night here on a rainy night, but this one is good.
Bears 7. Vikings nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Vikings now to start their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Vikings nothing.
Here's the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, that's what he can do when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained. And, in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
They'll decide to keep this once more. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs. And sometimes you can be a little too quick. Thus, inaccurate, incomplete.
On is the punter man as he boots this one away.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just have good ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
A 4-receiver look here. 3 out to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 8. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
Tremendous coverage there. Just did not catch the football and complete the interception. But what do they say all the time? If he had really good hands, he'd be playing offense.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Back to throw. Oh. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That goes for a gain of 31. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
Here we go. Here we go.
Now back to throw. And incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Open man, it's Rager. He's got it. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And the Bears are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, yes.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Miles Sanders His third touchdown now on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Bears 14, Vikings nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to
Derrick Henry all alone. Touchdown, Vikings.
On the carry.
Derrick Henry, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
how about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw them.
He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. Then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And they'll try to run the option here. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Back at the 40-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Third down, he'll drop to throw. Brings up 4th down. Solid coverage by the Bears D.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people would think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you got a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
36 to Mike. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw.
This ball complete to Rager.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10 now from the 29.
That's complete right side to Kmet.
And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
Check.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It'll be a 51-yard attempt. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
On play action, they'll throw. Flushed out right.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun with Henry. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
A gain of 12. First down, Vikings.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit.
A 30-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So a very tight first half. We had to break in a one-point game. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
2nd and 3. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They'll get 4 back there on the run, but now they're looking up at a 3rd and 12 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Left side here to Sanders. 20. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Give him 35 yards there on the 3rd down conversion.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
This Minnesota D up to the task on the third down pass play.
Well, it's been a tough go for them. These guys have been driving down the field, but defensively, once they got their backs to the goal line, turned up the pressure, that's going to lead to a fourth down. Well played.
And his kick is good. And that'll move their lead up to 4 now. But looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Henry. And he'll get this one up to the 26. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's going to loft one deep left side, and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
Donovan Peoples-Jones. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Heck of a start to his season. He had 2 touchdowns in the opener last week, another one here in week 2.
Well, I don't want to call him a touchdown machine this early, but sometimes you get locked in, you know, and you feel good about things. You get into that zone, and those touchdowns come in bunches. He may be off to that kind of a start.
It's like he was shot out of a cannon. I would imagine success this early, great momentum going forward for the rest of the year.
He keeps this up, they'll soon be chanting MVP anytime he touches the ball.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And this will be caught at the 30. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. 75 yards. And the Bears have retaken the lead. They erased that deficit pretty quickly, did they not? A 2-play drive.
What do we call that? Short-lived?
Very.
Very short-lived. 2 plays later, they're in the end zone and back out in front. We always talk about drives, don't we? Does 2 plays count as a drive?
Not really, but that second play was so good. I don't care what we call it. It was enjoyable to watch. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
10-10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress. progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Cole Kmet, the intended receiver.
And it's 2nd down.
Harrison Smith on the coverage.
Here's Sanders. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. They'll go to the air here on 3rd and 2.
He'll fire it deep for...
And that's caught inside the 35.
That's what it is, baby. That's what it is.
Touchdown, Chicago. Jalen Reagor, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Bears push further out in front.
The kicker on.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post grab?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and
1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Vikings 20.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And that last pick six may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the fourth quarter. They need points quickly. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Tackled at the 27.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
The pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Again, it's Henry.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
9 yards.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there for Minnesota. 44 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Looking to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He'll fire it deep for Rager, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. A huge play there for Chicago. 46 yards.
At the 34-yard line.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 17. They'll look to throw. He'll fire it deep for Rager. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Chains, I'm about to win the game. Booty chains, baby, tell them who
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Cole Kmet with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bears will add on to their lead.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it?
Second and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On third down, they're going to go with the option.
A quick toss outright.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position.
On downs.
Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to take a shot for the end zone and give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Looking like they're well on their way to a 2-0 start. All smiles right now on that sideline, isn't it?
As well there should be. It's hard to win a game in the NFL. We hear it all the time. We know that it's difficult. But guess who's smiling? But inside is thinking 24-hour rule because we're going to have to play again next week.
Boss man.
Oh, without a doubt. The head coach, he wants him to feel good, but at the same time, find a way to keep improving.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
The
They'll keep it on the ground. Henry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Derrick Henry.
Like any team, they would have loved to have had more yards on that run, but it looks like they just want to get to the 2-minute warning and see what they want to do after that.
Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He may try and run for this. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper. It's going to bring up a fourth down.
Fourth down.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but they're under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The quarterback taking.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
On second down now, it's Sanders. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. An extra defender in the secondary for the Vikings here on third down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Fourth down.
This offense converted once on fourth down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
What we got?
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That's to his running back, complete. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. This duo locked in. 14 yards there and a first down.
Bears, first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll look to throw again. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Yetur Gross Matos able to drop him that time for